Sending a welcome email whenever a new user signed up successfully is a great way to introduce and warm up a relationship with your customer. So in this lesson, I will show you how to do that easily with just your Gmail account. Now first, what I want you to do, just log in as your Gmail account, and then you go into the myaccount.google.com/securities, or you can click on security here. So once you're here, just scroll and inside the Let's Security App Access, just click on this one and we need to turn it on. Alright, so that's mean it lets secure app access. Now make sure that you do that for the testing purpose. After that, you need to turn it off to secure your Google account. Next, we're going to configure some settings for sending email out with Django. You can go to Django document with this link. I'll just put the link down below the notes so we can click on that. But basically in here, let's go to the SMTP backend. So just click on here. So SMTP backend, here is all the configuration that you need to set up. So I'm going to copy this one. Email backend. Let's go back to our project. Now first, I'm going to close all of those. And then open the fast parcel settings.py. Okay, and down below, I'm going to paste it. And we're going to add some more. So let's go back here. I'm going to copy email host, copy, and paste here. So the email host would be the smtp.gmail.com. The other ones is the email use TLS. We're going to set to true. Email port would be 587. Email host user. This one is going to be your Gmail account. And then email host password. It's going to be your Gmail account password. And the last one would be the default from email. And in this case, we're going to say fast parcel, no reply at fast parcel .localhost, just for example. So this is going to be what the receiver seen when they open the email. Now let's start by adding your Gmail account and then the password. Alright, hit save. Of course, this one is just for testing purpose and for learning purposes, so that's why we add the Gmail account and password here. But in production, we should not put it in the settings like this. Instead, we're gonna add it inside the environment variable. Next, what we want to do is that we're going to add the send email function in a sign up function. All right, that's totally makes sense. If you remember that in the core, in the views.py, we have the sign up function. All right, so after user sign up successfully, we're gonna say send welcomed email. Right, that's totally makes sense. The problem is that our user can also create a new user account by signing in with Facebook. So that means a new user is created in a different ways in a different places, and we don't know. We need a better way to execute the sending email function whenever a new user created, no matter where it is. So in that case, Django Signal is a perfect fit. So I'm going to remove this one and put it back. And I'm going to create a new file named Signal. So you can right click on the core, create a new file, and we're going to name it at signals.py with an S at the end. First, we're going to say from django.db.models.signals import ports save, and from Django dot dispatch import receiver, and then from Django.core.email import send email function, and then from Django.conf import settings. Got a typo here. From Django.contribute.auth.models import user model, and last one from Django.template.loader, we're going to import the render to string function. Alright, so that's the function we are going to use in a bit. Now first, we're going to define a send welcome email. Alright, we're going to create a new function named send welcome email. And in here, we need to define first parameter named sender, another parameter instance, another one is named created, and the last one is like this. All right. So from here, we're going to check if created that's true and instant dot email. That's mean if this instance do have the email, then we're going to send the welcome email. Now for the send welcome email function, let's go back here. If you scroll all the way up, and here sending email, we're gonna use the send email function. So I'm gonna copy this one and paste in here. All right, just all right, hit save. The first one is the subject, so I'm gonna remove this one, and we can say welcome to Fast Parcel. All right, just like that. And here is the content of the email or the message. We're gonna leave it like that, and we're gonna change it in a bit. Well, actually, we can put it inside the body. All right, we can create a new variable named body, and for this one, it's gonna be a default from email. So I'm gonna put it at settings.default from email. Remember that we just inside a setting, we got a default emails, say fast parcel, no reply. Okay, so it's gonna display that. And for this one is receiver email. So we're gonna change this one to instant.email. Now for the body, let's say I'm just gonna create the body variable up here, and it's gonna be render to string function. So in here, first we're going to define a welcome email template.html, and then we're going to pass the data into that. We're going to name, and we're going to say instant.get font name. Now don't worry if you still not get this one, because I'm going to demo in a bit, so and I will come back and explain the workflow. Okay, up here we need to say receiver edit function, and we're going to pass a post save, and we say sender equal user. All right, just follow me, just follow code, and I will explain everything in a moment. All right, hit save. Now, because we just create a new signal, so there are a couple of things we need to do before we are sending the email. So first, I want you to go to the core and f.py. So under here, we just create a new dev. We say ready self, and we're going to import the core.signals. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing that we're going to open the settings.py, go up here. All right, so install app. First, we're gonna comment this one out, or even you can remove this. And down here, we're going to say core.apps.core config. All right, commerce, which is the one that we just put here, class core config. And now we add it here. All right, now remember that in the signal, in the send welcome email, we just define the welcome email template.html. All right, we don't have it. So let's go into template, right click on here, create a new file. And we're going to say welcome email template.html, hit enter. So from here, I'm going to say hi, and I'm going to pass a variable name, and I'll say we're so excited to have you join us. All right, and say founder of Fast Parcel, Leo. All right, and then save it. Just notice that we have the error here, so it's inside the f.py line 8, f.py line 8, and this one seems to be okay. I think the problem is inside the signals. This one is mail, not email. All right, hit save. And this one is send mails, not send email. Okay, that seems to be good. So let me show you what's happening in the process. Now, go back to our project. If you like me, just log in as the Facebook account, so I just hit sign out. All right, now I'll just click on the customer, and I click on the sign up. Okay, so the sign up means, oh right, looks like I missing the URL sign up. Okay, hit start, hit save. Go back here, refresh. Here we go. Now I'm gonna use the email account, which is demo.codeforstart@gmail.com for testing purpose. First name John Smith. Okay, and then the password. And then once I hit sign up, if everything is working correctly, I should get the email here. Okay, hit sign up. All right, first I'll just log in successfully with John Smith, and then let's go to the Gmail account, hit refresh. Hey, here we go. So first we got the email from Fast Parcel, say welcome to the Fast Parcel. If you click on here, and here is our template. It's going to say, hi, John Smith. We're so excited to have you here. Beautiful. So let me go back here and explain what's happening. The key thing here is the signal. Now, because we have a receiver here with the port safe and a sender, so that means whenever a user model is created, and right after that, it's gonna trigger the send welcome email function, and with the instant equal the user. So in our case, the user is John Smith. All right, so John Smith would be the instant, and we can get the full name and we can get the email of that instant. So that's why we can get the John Smith email and John Smith full name. All right, so once we got that one, we just create a new variable named name equal instant get full name, which is John Smith, and we're going to pass that variable to the welcome email template. And inside that welcome email template, it's going to display the name, which is John Smith. The signal is very interesting feature and very powerful. It doesn't matter whenever you create the user, it could be created in a sign up form, or it could be created in the Facebook process. So by using this trigger, whenever a user is created, it just executes its function. So now you understand how to use Gmail to send the transaction email very easily. I hope you guys enjoyed this task so far. Now, before you go, once again, I want to show you quickly, just in case you miss it. So you can click on this icon, so control, and here is all the change that you made so far. Okay, you can click here and see the difference. All right, just like that. And inside the change, I want you to click on this plus icon, click on it. So all the change is now inside the state change. All right, and you can say authentication functionality, just for example, and you hit this one to commit all the code, and then click this one to push all the code to the remote GitHub. Click on it. Okay, so your code should be on GitHub by now. One thing I need to mention one more time. So in your settings, you already put your Gmail account, Gmail password here. Like I say, this is just for testing purpose, so that's why I put it here. But in reality or production, you should not put it in here, because once you submit this one to GitHub, it's also in your GitHub as well. So you should not share this one to other people. Okay, so now if you go to your GitHub account, you can see that the commit is here. All right, authentication functionalities. Great.